The Lakers and Nets have been in a long process of working out a deal for Kyrie Irving that has hit multiple small snags. For the most part, Brooklyn does not want to take on more money in Russell Westbrook, so the Lakers need to include a third team or take on more salary in return. This is not only a potential trade that the Lakers are working on. However, according to ESPN, LA was also engaged in trade talks with the Indiana Pacers around Russell Westbrook. Based on Indiana's offseason thus far, there is only one potential package for Russell Westbrook that makes sense for the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers are busy doing their own thing as well, though, as the team might be on the verge of acquiring center DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. Ayton is a restricted free agent this offseason, and it appears that a sign and trade between the Pacers and Suns could be just around the corner. A sign and trade deal for DeAndre Ayton between the Suns and Pacers is very close. If the Pacers do indeed end up trading for Ayton and don't just simply sign him as a free agent, then it could very well be the appetizer for a Kyrie Irving trade right around the corner. Why DeAndre Ayton? A sign and trade could signal that Kyrie Irving to the Lakers is near. Well, this would be optimistic thinking for the Lakers, as the Pacers trading for Ayton would take away the only other team that could potentially trade for Russell Westbrook this offseason. If the Pacers trade for Ayton, then they are out on Westbrook, meaning that the Nets trade is the only option left for LA. At that point, the Los Angeles Lakers may not have the leverage that they think they had before and might be more willing to throw in that extra pick or take on the extra salary needed to make the trade happen. If Indiana trades for Ayton, then they are most likely going to send Miles Turner and Buddy Hield back to Phoenix. That is the only package that makes sense based on the contracts that Indiana has, as well as the likely value of Ayton on the open market. Plus, Turner has been available for what seems like forever, and the Suns would be losing a center in this transaction. So bringing one back makes the most sense. Ayton is likely going to make a decent amount more than Turner's $17.5 million, hence why Hield is involved. If the Pacers simply outright sign Ayton, then it could be a different story. In theory, the Pacers could still execute a Russell Westbrook salary dump trade for Turner and Hield, but with the team signing Ayton, they might not fully be committing to bottoming out for the first overall pick as previously thought. Regardless, any little bit of leverage that the Lakers had with there being a market is now simply gone. And simply having Russell Westbrook in the books for over $40 million makes any trade impossible for the Lakers to land Kyrie Irving next season.